I think that for anyone planning a digital signage system within their network, the number one thing that they need to think about is the fact that there are so many companies that operate in this arena and in this vast area. And a lot of companies will come to you and say that they can boil the ocean and do everything. And you need to do a ton of research around whether or not that's true. So I recommend that you talk to 4 or 5 companies, ask them all the same questions, do a ton of analysis up front to really truly understand what they can do, and if they're using a lot of partners, or if they're truly kind of that one-stop shop. And understand what you need if you want a one-stop shop, or if you want to be utilizing a number of different partners to get the job done. Because for me, I needed kind of a one-stop shop because of the dynamics of my business, but a lot of people have a lot of different needs. But be religious and be just challenge the partners that you work with. That would be my recommendation. So the challenges out there with digital signage is that 2 years ago or 1 year ago, digital signage wasn't everywhere. But now as you go out and you're in any type of environment, whether it's healthcare or you're in the environment of a store environment or even a college environment, you see digital signage many places. And I think because I'm out there in retail, I recognize that. I see it happening. And so it's great. It affords someone who's trying to communicate a message a really great opportunity to control that message. But for a consumer, if we have too much digital messaging within an environment, it becomes white noise. So the challenge to people and to retailers and to anyone trying to send down digital content is you really need to make it compelling. Know your story and don't just send out white noise. I think the top 3 challenges or mistakes for me is not understanding how a customer is going to use the digital signage. So for us at Polaris, what we learned is that it's not really it's not for infotainment. Now that is an element that it could be used for, but what we're really trying to do is leverage the tool around how can we help to sell our vehicles and how can we sell our story and how can we let our salespeople use this as an assisted selling tool as opposed to just something that's in a dealership telling stories. And so for someone who's going to deploy a network, know what the end use is and what you're trying to accomplish, and don't just push content out to push content out. This is my first time coming to DSE, and it is a huge show, and it's a really great show. It showed me a couple things. One, it showed me the vast diversity and the mass amount of people that are really coming together to create digital signage networks. And it also showed me that the partner that I'm working with is a really great partner because they really bring together all the elements that I need in my company to deploy what needs to happen. I think for someone who's coming on and trying to create a digital signage network, you could find all the partners that you want to find here and figure out like what's the right hardware for you or what's the right partner for content management. For me, it validated that I have the right partner in Reflect Systems, but for someone else, it would be a really great place to start to find those people that could create your digital signage network.